MP said he woke up today ready to slay some dragons.
With the next home game, Nets fans, because the first 10,000 fans will be getting their own Brooklyn Nets calendar. The National Basketball Association and the Brooklyn Nets are committed to a safe and enjoyable sports experience. We therefore ask you to refrain from any disruptive behavior. Fans, now the presentation of the awards ceremony. Now, get loud for the NBA champions. Your head coach is Jordi Fernandez. Tony Brennan. Larry Ellis. Tommy Henderson. Joel Ramsey. Jalen Brunson.
Just a tremendous moment for this team. Each player and coach receiving their well-deserved championship ring. And you're right where the action is about to begin as we welcome you to the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. And even as early as it is in the season, Doris, we've got some surprising teams off to great starts.
Yeah, and I think, Kevin, the real challenge isn't getting off to that tremendous start. It's about making sure you're playing the right way and that you continue to build on that momentum. Because here's the quick thing you need to know. It's all about habits and building the right habits as you march toward the future, regardless of the time of year.
And now Washington's starting group. Williams is out there with Song. Then it's Coulibaly. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. And it's Carrington in at the point. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. And a wide open look for Song. Misses the three. And here are the Nets. Pass to Caldwell. Over Williams. No good off the back of the rim. First quarter of play. 1 minute played. Back to Coulibaly. There's a screen. No good from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
And DB, the measurables jump off the page for Coulibaly. 6'8" with a 7'2" arm span.
Kev, that's the kind of length that would allow somebody to be a menace defensively. Let's remember, he was the 7th pick back in 2023. The Wizards clearly very high on this young guy's potential.
Here's Sarr, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity. Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
You know, didn't need two hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. Brooklyn with the ball after the basket by Washington. Nets passing it around. Pass to Towns. Fires the three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
The defense must chase Karl-Anthony Towns off that three-point line. This guy is such a great jump shooter.
Here's Claxton. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Coulibaly, no good. The Nets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Caldwell passes to Şengün. Fires for three. Caldwell can't hit. Washington trailing. Here's Coulibaly. He trains the quick shot.
Listen, he hits that shot on a regular basis. Give credit to the offense for getting him a clean look.
Caldwell passes to Şengün. The shot, no good. Good defense by Claxton. Williams inside. Coulibaly with it. 11-point game his last outing. And Sarr throws it down.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force. What a terrific play by just a tremendous all-around player. This guy makes it look easy.
Pass to Claxton. 1:10 left to play in the first quarter. Yep, it counts. And that's now 7 points for Alex Song.
Boy, you love what this guy is doing right now. He's taking smart shots, shooting a high percentage, starting to cook.
Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, James.
And small forwards are asked to do so much in the modern NBA, and he just answers the call in every facet.
Timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Brooklyn with the ball. So the Wizards 5 right now. Nicholas Claxton out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Wells. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Carrington in at the point guard position. Whitehead off target with his three. Washington's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. We know, Doris, at one point the Wizards had one of the most unique pairings in NBA history.
Think back to 1987, 1988, the year you're talking about, when the 5'3" Muggsy Bogues was a teammate of Manute Bol, who stood 7'7" tall. At the time, they were the tallest and shortest players in NBA history, with 28 inches between them. Incredible.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, Jay, in that last matchup against Sacramento, played superb basketball. He scored an incredible number of points, and all game long he seemed like he couldn't miss from outside the arc, converting many times from distance. He was remarkable in that game, and it's not often you see a player that dominant, and I'm sure he wants to keep it going. Guys?
Thanks, David. Yeah, it was a special night for him. The team really fed off his energy.
Yeah, the catalyst for that win, it was an effort that I'm sure he's hoping to replicate tonight.
Well, there's no doubt. He certainly looked like he was enjoying himself in that last game. He had his offense flowing.
It's good. Now it's a 7-point Brooklyn lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Claxton. Rel's wide open. And another miss by Washington. Brooklyn's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. 1:10 left in the second quarter. Towns, the pass to Caldwell. 6 on the shot clock. And here is Şengün. Claxton covering. Şengün with the bucket. Şengün's got 4 points in the quarter.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
Kuzma kicks to Wells. It's good from long range. Wells has got 5.
Yeah, Kyle Kuzma, we think of him as a scorer, but that was a tough target to miss, wide open.
Ramsey passes to Towns. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Towns has got the lead back up to 9 now for Brooklyn. Wizards shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Wells' shot is good.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
Pass to Şengün. Here's Caldwell for the 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And so it's Brooklyn, headed to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the Brooklyn Nets.
We expect them to come out and play well. They put on their work clothes. They're taking care of things. That's what good teams do.
This could have been a trap game for them, but they set the tone early, and I like what I'm seeing, man. I like it.
And moving on here, how about the fantastic matchup at the power forward position in this one?
These two guys.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep, like he did in the first half. He's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy, ride the hot hand until the defense does something about it.
Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Towns is out there with Alperen Sengun. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Jay, and it's Ramsey in at the two-guard spot. And that's the group for Jordi Fernandez as we begin the second half. And it's Carrington missing.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Caldwell passes to Ramsey. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Ramsey's got his second basket of the game.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And, boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. The Wizards are trying to stay motivated through their rebuild. Kyle Kuzma says you have to change your approach a little bit. And it's like, what do you do it for? For me, it's about development every single day. Take care of your body, work hard, watch film, be studious, and find beauty in the struggle. Kevin?
And like you said, David, making it work every single day. Great approach. Here's Song, and he gets the whistle. Two. Free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Washington shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
And a season ago, only converting at about a 72% clip from the line.
And he makes the first. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Caldwell, out left to the wing. Here's Ramsey. Over Coulibaly. Again, the Nets for 2.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
Towns with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Sengun. And the layup's good off the glass. Sengun's got 8.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Down low. Here's Williams. Here's Carrington. That's tipped.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Out to the right wing. Inside. And Sengun throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
What I like here, even with the big lead, they continue to execute their offense.
And that, to me, is a sign of excellent coaching. There's an attention to detail. There is valuing of every possession.
Pass to Coulibaly. Wizards passing it around. Williams outside. It's rebounded by Sengun. We know, Doris, that Towns might already be one of the best shooting bigs ever
Well, Kevin, he flat stated and called himself the best shooting big of all time. He has an argument because not only has he shot the ball incredibly well from deep, even as his volume has gone up, his efficiency stays the same. This is a gifted offensive post player.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Whitehead's checked in. There's 1:59 left in the third. Outside Williams. Shot to stop the run. And another miss by Washington.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
First personal foul, team second.
The Nets shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And as a team, excellent. A season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
The free throw dropped for Şengün. Şengün hits them both. And so often we'll hear talk about how many rings a great player has. Doris, do we emphasize that maybe too much?
I think, Kevin, first and foremost, a great player is great no matter what. This is a team sport, and a player doesn't have control necessarily of the parts and pieces behind him or the organization within which he's trying to succeed. Titles matter, certainly, there's no question. And it's great fodder for fans, but it's not how I define a great player.
Washington making a change here. Sanogo's checked in. With this stoppage in play, we have a chance now to show you which teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. Number 1, the Nets.
You know, they went through stretches when they just didn't miss from beyond the arc. I mean, that carried them right to the top of that list.
Here's Beal. Uses the glass that time, and it's good. Beal's got 7 points in the game.
Well, Bradley Beal gets into the mid-range. Let's remember, this is a 3-level scorer. He will take what you give him.
Pass to Whitehead. Here's Caldwell. To the paint. Towns is double. Now here's Brunson. Count the basket. Brunson's got his second bucket of the night.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Washington's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Here's Beal. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Towns is doubled. Pass to Whitehead. Here's Caldwell. Şengün with the ball. Brunson outside. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Şengün's got his third assist on the night. 32 seconds left to play in the third. Outside Beal. Here's Wells. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Here's Whitehead. Again, the Nets for 2.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific
second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
And so it's Brooklyn rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the...
All right, get in there.
We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Wizards. We've got Wells. He's out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Sanogo in at the 5. Down low. Caldwell can't hit. For Washington, they've gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Pass to Carrington. The Wizards with another miss.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net. Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Now Beal. We've heard some players' doors propose that refs should be fined for missed calls, especially with the game on the line. What do you think?
Kevin, I couldn't disagree more. First and foremost, the level of accountability for NBA officials is unprecedented. And keep in mind, there is discipline for high-profile mistakes and mistakes of all kinds. Every single game, every single call is evaluated, and you see their progression in terms of, yes, they'll officiate in the playoffs, or no, they won't. We are right where we need to be.
Pass to Caldwell. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. There's Ellis with the 3-ball. Drops in the tray. Ellis has got a couple of 3-pointers now in the fourth for Brooklyn.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Here's Kuzma. And it comes off the front of the rim. Brooklyn's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the fourth. Pass to Caldwell. And again, Brooklyn with the triple. You know, you look at what MP has achieved in his career so far. GA, he ranks up there with some of the best to ever play.
And you can put MP's numbers and hardware up with a number of other legends, and he holds up just fine, thank you. Just incredible what this man has done in his career to this point. Hard to argue he's not one of the very best to ever do it.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Brooklyn.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And every win important, and this one will go down as win number 3.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Jay.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For 3, hits the three-point bomb.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Beal can't get it to go. Here's Caldwell.
Carrington. First personal foul. First team foul. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn, Caldwell. Stepping to the line with 2 shots.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And the first one drops. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Carrington. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching.
You earned that one. Wins pay the bills, baby. Visualize a win tonight. Then go out and take it.
With the bag, got him big mad. Get into some money in his bag. Jumping out the Rolls truck with the tip tag. I'm getting money, I don't get mad. As it in my hood, he gon' set it on stamp. And when those situations came, I came out like a champ. When it was pouring down raining, I came out of the dent. But now showers